guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm not in the kitchen this week. I'm in my spare room, which at the moment is undergoing a slight renovation while Ian is off work. He has a week left before he starts his new job, so there's a week left to finish this off. It's not quite finished. When it's finished, I'll do a little room tour, a before and after, because it is quite drastically different. At the moment, what we're waiting for is just a few more bits from IKEA, some shelving units, and that back wall there is going to be a giant pin board when the cork finally arrives. It's not really working out with the people that I'm ordering it off Amazon, so we're on to roll 3 waiting to arrive, and once that's done, hopefully I'll be able to show you. We've got a giant blackboard downstairs in the kitchen, which is great, and the nephews love drawing all over it, and this time this is going to be a giant pinboard, so when it's done I shall do a little room tour. But this is where we are today. Today is, as I say, is a little different. It's going to be a get ready with me video. I'm meeting my fabulous friend Alonza for coffee, so I thought, well, I've got a bit of time, so I will walk you through taking this to something a little bit more ready to face the world, really. But this is me without any makeup. From time to time you might see me look down here. I do have a mirror down there. I'm not entirely confident with doing my full face in the little slit front of the screen of the camera, so if you see me looking down, that's where I'm going. But I've started my face off. I've moisturised this morning. I use a very, very gentle moisturiser from Bobbi Brown, which is the everyday face cream, and I've got a little of the eye repair cream as well. I ran out and they gave me a sample which will be perfect size for when we head to Thailand at the end of September. So I haven't put this on yet, so I'll pop a little bit on before we get going, and I tend to keep this in the fridge. It makes it nice and cold and helps with my dark circles, for regardless of how much sleep, which seems to be a lot that I get. My eyes are just massively puffy all the time. So first off, I'm going to go in with the primer, which is the Max Factor Smooth Miracle, and this is just a it's quite a light primer. I've tried a couple of others that I find are, I feel a little bit too silicone, so I don't like using them. But this is quite light on my face, and I am prone to outbreaks, which I have at the moment, so I try not to put anything that feels like it's really sitting in my pores on my skin, and I find this one, I say, is the Max Factor Smooth Miracle, just quite nice for every day. And whilst going through this video, it's just me, I'm putting my makeup on, but I'm going to be quite chatty, and if you've got any questions or comments, anything you'd like to ask me, any videos you might like to see in the future, if you drop a link in the comments box below. And don't forget, you can always hit the subscribe button, so if you are on the lookout for lots of different videos and things that I'm going to be doing, it'll always land in your inbox when I post a new video. So, and then when it's settled in, I'm going to go in with my foundation, which again is from Max Factor, and it's the lasting performance, and it's touch proof, and I am forever touching my face, whether it's in the office or I'm just sat watching the telly. This is great. I've been using this for a few years now, and it's got a really good coverage on it, and that is in 100 Fair, and with my beauty blender. Now, as I say, I'm just an everyday person doing the makeup, and might be rightly or wrongly doing this somehow. So if you've got any hints and tips yourself, drop them in the comments box below. It's really, really helpful. I'm just going to blend in with a Spectrum CO2 brush, which I think is a contouring brush, but I quite like it for my foundation. So this week I want to try and vlog for you as well. I've got a couple of exciting things coming up. I've got a Land Rover Experience Day, which is up in Solihull, which is taking a Range Rover or a Land Rover off a road through their test track, which I'm quite excited about, which my brother bought me for my birthday last year. And I've also got a trip to a Dalesford Cookery School next weekend as a review for Red Letter Day, so I'm quite excited about that. And that's about barbecuing, I think the food course that I'm going to be doing is. So hopefully as the weather holds out for next weekend, so I can also then put some of my newfound cooking skills into practice. But I'm going to obviously be vlogging both of them, but I also want to try and get a little vlog in there for you as well, so you can see what we got up to. Anyway, next up, so I've blended in my foundation with my brush, and I'm going in just with a concealer, which is this one from CYO, which I think is Colour Yourself something, but it's from Boots. It's just one that I happened to pick up. And this is just in a fair colour, and I'm going in under the eye, and again with the Beauty Blender, I'm just putting that through. I'm one of these people, I don't really have a regimented skincare routine, and I probably should have, but my skin is not the greatest, hence why I really probably should. But I find, depending on time of year and diet, as usual, my skin can react in different ways. When I was younger, I used to scratch my face a lot, so I do have a lot of scar tissue and nothing seems to fit. So it sort of changes every 6 months or so, because my skin will suddenly go, actually, no, we don't like that, and you need to do something different. But because I never know what my skin's going to do and how it's going to behave, sometimes it is just literally a very basic routine, and I'm sure somebody out there will tell me off. Next up, I'm going to go in with my eyebrows, and these are probably, along with eyeliner, the most scariest thing that I do when I do my makeup. I'm one of these people, this one looks great and then this one looks totally different. I use a W7 brow bar kit, which is from the cosmetic store. I think we have an outlet down the road in Swindon, but I go in with this one down here, which is number 3. It's sort of like a dark brown, and I'm using an angled eyeshadow brush, brow brush. There's both on here, and I think this is just a cosmetic store brush as well. I'm going down here for this one. So that's eyebrows in some state or other. I'll do for the moment. I say it's coffee and it's just really quick. Next I'm going to go in and do my eyes, and I do get a little bit of pigments off them, so I use a eye base as well, and this is the W7 Lemon. Ooh, this is the W7 Lemon Meringue Anti-Redness Primer, and I put that on my eyelid and just up to my brow bone, and I just do that with the finger. So that's my eyes primed, and I am now going to put do my eyeshadow, and I tried to stick to tried and tested colours for me, and they tend to be your usual browns, golds, muted tones like that, unless I'm going out or we're going to an event or something when I might try and gel it up a little bit. I'm not very good on colour. Maybe, who knows, maybe I might get a little bit more confident on these. I need somewhere to go first though. But I've got this palette here, and this is sort of what I tend to use, and this came from Boots. It's Sleek Makeup. I think it was £8–10 for this one. It's a bit like the Super Drag Revolution ones, and just for every day. If you haven't got budget, then they're great. And I'm going to go in here with this top one. Unfortunately, they don't have colour names on this. This palette is just called the Intensifying, and I'm going to go in into the crease with that. Then I'm going to take this, which is, it's quite a stubby little ended brush, and it's an eye shading brush which I got from the cosmetics company. I'm just going to go in on the outer third with this slightly orangier colour there. Dab in that. The outer third of my lash, my eyelid even. I've been using this palette for a couple of weeks, and I do actually quite like it, and it's not that bad in terms of sort of fallout. Normally with the cheaper ones they tend to just disintegrate, but it's quite nice. So for the rest of the eyelid, I'm going to go in with this, and it's one of my oldest brushes, which is a MAC 242. It's just quite a fluffy, flat brush, and I'm going to go in with this pale, it's not quite white, it's like a pale cream. I'm just going to take that from the inner corner out. And then to finish off, before I blend it all in, just in the real outer corners, I'm going to use a MAC 219. It's one of my oldest brushes again, and I love this. It's just a little lovely stibbly end, and it's great just for doing edges. I'm going in then with the darkest brown in the palette. Just in the thing, and then I'm going to take that along the lower lash line as well. So that's all the shadows, and like I say, that's Sleek Makeup and the Intensifying palette. It's quite nice for everyday wear. And to finish off, I'm just going to use a MAC 213, and this is a little ditty one, and I got a travel set of MAC brushes when I flew out of Gatwick with my mum many years ago, and I love them because they're perfect size for my little hands. And I'm just going to blend everything in across the eyelid even. The sun's come out and is reflecting off things down here. Oh, it's reflecting off the mirror. The smallest things please me, to be honest. Next is eyeliner, and I can just about get it straight. I'm not the world's best with cat's eyes, so I tend to just be very gentle and go straight across the top lid. And I've got the Bobbi Brown Blackest Black liquid liner, so I'm just going to put those on. And that will do for me for the moment on that. I'm not the bravest when it comes to eyeliner, but since discovering these sort of felt tip pens almost, rather than pencils, or even the like the putty ones, I've got a little bit less squeamish about going into my eyes with eyeliner with these. So that's in the Bobbi Brown, the Blackest Black. Before I finish off with my mascara, then I'll finish, do the rest of my face, and I'm not good with contouring or whatsoever, so I just leave it for the moment. I have tried in the past and look good. But first up, before we go in with that, blush. So for a blush, at the moment I'm using a pencil brush, and this is from Lord and Berry. And this came in one of my Birch boxes as well, and this is just in a peach. So where I smile, there, and there. And I'm going to just finish off with a bronzing powder, and that is the Hoola by Benefit, and this is a little travel one because I've run out, but it lasts me quite a little while. And I'm using a Spectrum A05. This is the Pretty Mermaid one, and this is an angled blush brush, but I find it works well for me. I don't know if anyone else is as ridiculously left-handed as I am when it comes to things like this. So I've put a little bit on. I'm going to go across the top of my forehead first. And then, oop, and on my cheeks just above my blush. And then I'm just going to finish off with a highlighter, and that's from the second palette that I bought in Boots, Sleek Makeup, and this is a highlighter, and it's a mix of creams and powder highlighters. So I'm going to go in. I need to get a fan brush, but in the meantime I've just got I'm just going to use one of my little MAC 129 blush brushes, and that came out of the travel set that I bought, and I'm just going to try off with this little pinky one here, just a little bit on the tops of my cheeks. Nose, and then finish off. I'm just going to use a little of the cream base one, this one here, and with my finger under my nose, I just use a yellow, just a powder, well used one. This is Bobbi Brown, just a finishing powder in palest yellow, number 1. And although yes, it's pressed, I use a big brush. And then last but not least, I haven't forgot, is my eyelashes. I'm going to curl them up first and then use 2 mascaras. Number 1 is the Flirty Eyes from W7 from the cosmetic store. I use that on my top lashes, and then I use the Bobbi Brown Intense mascara in a black on my lower lashes. This has a finer spoolie, and I like it for my lower lashes. It doesn't look clumped, but this one makes my top ones look really nice and full. These always look like elements of torture, instruments of torture even. So the Flirty Eyes in black has this really cool little different eyes spoolie, and I'm going in on my tops with them. My lower lashes, like I said, this is the Intensifying Longwear from Bobbi Brown in black and is a finest lily, and that's just for my lower lashes. For lips, I'm just going to pop a lip gloss over the top, and if I can find it, is just a high shimmer lip gloss from Bobbi Brown in a baby pink. And there we have it. I just need to straighten my hair and then I'll be ready, and I'll see you shortly. So this is it. Hair is straightened and my makeup is on, and the sun has come out, which is great because it's bank holiday and it usually rains. This is just a pretty much everyday look for me. Some days at the moment for work I'm not even bothering with eyeshadow, I'm just going in with foundation, powder and mascara. It depends if I have time in the morning or if I've gone to the gym. So but this is pretty standard if I'm going out or we're just pottering around and doing bits and pieces. If we're going out somewhere special, then I'll do a few other bits and pieces, maybe change my colours depending on what I'm wearing. But this is pretty standard. But don't forget, I am just a normal girl, I'm not a beauty guru, so there might be things that I'm doing wrong. You might have some hints and tips for me, so drop them in the comments box below. It would be really good to hear from you and get some feedback. And also, like I said, if there's anything that you'd like to see me do, video-wise, whether it's something like this, or food-related, or home-related. We have got some planning for Thailand coming up, so I'll be blogging and vlogging those as well. But in the meantime, if you have enjoyed my first Get Ready With Me video, which I hope you have, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you hit the red button down there, you can subscribe to the channel and see all my videos in the future. You'll get a little notification when I post a new one. And if you have enjoyed it, share it with your friends and keep coming back. See you soon. Bye bye.